The Syrian emblem is being announced by the government of Syria, and it's a pagan god. It's a pagan god that they are using as the emblem, the official emblem of the new Syrian government. And they had this huge trailer announcing it. And I pointed this out, and you have a bunch of people who should know better by now saying, oh no, Daniel, you just hate Syria. You're just an Assadist. This is just an eagle. It's a harmless eagle. It has nothing to do with paganism. Let me pull that up. This eagle emblem that we're all supposed to be simping out for. This is their new emblem. When I first saw it, I thought, well, it's not really inspired. This looks like a generic emblem that you'd see like in Call of Duty or one of these first-person shooter games, like pretty simplistic and kind of unfortunate that you don't have something like the Shahada or something Islamic like calligraphy of something from the Quran or Hadith or like the Shahada, for example. Unfortunately, you didn't go with that. You went with an animal. So, okay, that's disappointing, but whatever. But then you look at the announcement video that they have. So watch this. Already... They started off with some cave paintings from Syria, like from archaeological sites in Syria. They're showing some of these ruins. Oh, and here's the eagle. Huh, interesting. This is the eagle found in one of these ruins in Syria, one of these historical sites. Oh, what's that? Huh, interesting. Who's this man? What is this man here? What are these ruins? These ancient pagan ruins that you're showing me. Okay, so this is how their video begins, and it ends with Shara making his speech about, oh, our beautiful new emblem. Oh, look at the eagle. It's so wonderful. Well, this eagle is the same as this pagan eagle here. And what's this pagan eagle? Well, it doesn't take long to do some research to find out what the pagan eagle is. Baal, Shamin, in Syria. The sun and an eagle with a laurel branch in its beak, relief from an architrave from the temple of Baal in Palmyra, Syria. So this is Baal, the pagan god. And a bunch of simps were screeching, no, Baal is not an eagle. Baal is not an eagle. Yeah, the eagle is one of the manifestations of Baal. So just like Zeus can sometimes appear as a bull, like that's part of paganism. The gods sometimes have animal forms that they show up as. Baal sometimes appears as an eagle. So this is his avatar. This is a representation of Baal. This is in one of these pagan ruins in Syria. And this is the new the Blessed Revolution has brought us this new regime that has Baal, a pagan idol, as its symbol. Fell for it again award. You deserve it. You people deserve it who are defending this trash. And you can go onto my Twitter thread and look at all these simps who are chimping out about this flag. No, it has nothing to do with paganism. That would be more convincing if they didn't put out a video showing it. And this is the strategy for all of the Arab countries. And Iran, by the way, let me make that clear. People who are saying that I'm an agent of Iran, I have the same criticism of Iran. Iran also puts out these pagan symbols. The government of Iran also puts out these pagan symbols to rile up nationalism and this Iranian heritage. They put out these Majusi or pagan symbols. It's disgusting. And they do it in Egypt, they do it in Jordan, they do it in the UAE. They're trying to do it more and more in Saudi because they want to divide and conquer. Oh, each country has its own national heritage and its own national religion. Idol worship, paganism from 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 years ago. That's why we're going to revive the pharaonic symbolism and the pyramids, and we're going to have a parade in Egypt, for example, that they had a couple of years ago. We're going to bring out the Baal eagle in Syria. We're going to bring out these pagan symbols in Iran. When Donald Trump visits the UAE, we're going to have a bunch of little girls swinging their hair, headbanging, because this is a tradition. This is our traditions in the Emirates. It's a pagan ritual. This is to weaken Islam and weaken the Islamic identity, to divide the Muslims into these national religions. This is disgusting. It is something that has to be criticized, condemned. But now you have these Syrian Madkhalis. No, it's not Baal. Oh no, it's not paganism. It's just an eagle. It's just an eagle, guys. Trust me. Our amazing Ahmed Shara, our beloved ruler, he would never put a pagan symbol on the flag. Why did he put it in his official announcement video? Fell for it again award. You know, all of this criticism about Iran and, oh, everything that Iran does against Israel, it's just fireworks, it's just for show. You know why Iran can appeal to this kind of pan-Shiism, and all the Shia in the Muslim world or in the Middle East are going to side with Iran, and they're going to have these proxies that operate in different countries. Do you know why Iran can do that? Iran dedicates resources towards this kind of transnational identity. Iran does it. Guess who else does it? Israel does it. does it. Israel also, of course, on steroids, appeals to a trans-Jewish identity, transnational Jewish identity. That's why 85% of Jews around the world, they support Israel, even when Israel is in the midst of perpetrating a genocide. You have to put resources into a transnational identity. Israel does it. Iran does it to a certain extent as well. Where are the Sunnis doing this? We can't have that. We have to have medkhalism, different forms of medkhalism and constant sectarian infighting. And what's your aqidah, bro? Wahhabism, and me being my naive, simplistic self, my wide-eyed self, thinking, oh, we can have pan-Islamism and all the Muslims are going to come together to survive a genocide. That's me in my naivete. We can't even have pan-Sunni alliance. We can't even have a pan-Sunni alliance with the Sunni Muslims. That's even too much to even consider, because what's your aqidah, bro? And by the way, this is our flag of the Syrian government. This is our emblem, and it has a freaking pagan eagle on it. Shara can't even appeal. Like Erdogan, okay, fine. Erdogan, man, I'm going after everyone today. Erdogan, he was trying to do this to a certain extent, but then the 2016 coup happened, and they neutered our guy. They neutered Erdogan, unfortunately. And the same Erdogan pre-2016 is not the same post-2016, post-coup. It is what it is. Like, I'm honest with you. I'll just be very honest with you. We don't have pan-Sunni unity. There's nothing funding that. None of these leaders are calling for that. It's just nationalism. It's just my nation, the interests of my people in Syria, in Jordan, in Lebanon, in Turkey, in Pakistan, in Iran. It's a disaster. We can't even have pan-Sunni unity. Like, how pathetic is that? You want to criticize Iran? At least they're doing their part. At least they're doing the minimum. But on the one hand, you want to bemoan the fact that there isn't a Sunni response, a Sunni flag bearer. We don't have that. You want to complain about that on the one hand, but you're promoting medkhalism and nationalism on the other hand. You're promoting the exact poison that's preventing us from that solution. That's how confused you are. That's how deluded you are. That's how badly you've been psyoped by our enemies, and you don't even realize it. Then poor Daniel sticks his neck out trying to tell you, and you chop off that neck. And you constantly have to attack Daniel. You have to criticize him. You have to insult him, call him a Iranian agent. It's okay. That's okay. I've taken a lot of abuse over the past 10 years. Decade of dawah, decade of abuse, decade of nonstop abuse. That's how it is, you know. That's the way it's gone. And the people who criticized me in the past, you don't hear them saying much now on those issues. That's a fact. The people who are criticizing me, oh, Daniel, you're too harsh on the women issue. You're too harsh on feminism. Can you just tone it down? Where are those people? You don't hear them. Oh, Daniel, you're too harsh on the LGBT issue and the liberalization issue and the compassionate imam issue. You don't hear anyone talking now. What happened? COVID issue, Madkhali issue. You don't hear those critics any longer. Why? Why is that? Is it because they were proven wrong definitively? Maybe I'm just lucky. Maybe Allah is protecting me from their plans.